We are waiting for me. Alrighty, let's see.
I got notified.
That's good. Notification is good. I'm testing something out in the. See if I might have to reconnect up our. My best friend, as Lisa used to call it. I don't know if it's still connected or not.
What the heck is my best friend?
Nightbot.
Oh,
Nightbot?
The bot, yeah.
Yeah, I think Nightbot's not. I think Nightbot's not. I think it unconnected itself. It's been so long. Well, it's been a while. It's been a very big while. It's been like a month. Actually, over a month.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think it's longer.
Yeah, I think it said 39 days. Oh my goodness. Or 37 days or something like that. But, you know, COVID's kind of done that to a lot of us. So, I've been doing a lot of thinking, and we've been doing a lot of stuff. So I've been collecting video, which hopefully I will make some time to get some videos out in the near future. I picked up a new hobby. I have not played World of Warcraft for over a month. I've never taken this long of a break in the 10 years I've been playing. So that's something new. And I started diamond painting, and I'm quite thoroughly addicted to that. And I bought some interesting things on Amazon here that I was going to show everybody. That I am always jealous of you guys at work that have all those, you know, stress balls. That so I look at this. It's called Glow in the Dark Dough. Huh. I know it glows in the dark because if I take the but it's so my daughter and my husband were having an argument over whether it was slime, you know, like that you make out of the glue, or if it was powder. My husband said it was powder. My daughter said it was glue. And so this one, my daughter said was glue, you know, the glue slime, and my husband said was powder. And then this other one came in. It is called a gum ball. Okay. So when I opened it up and I did the same thing.
Oh, wow.
Can you see that?
Yeah.
See how weird that is? Okay. So it's easier to see that it's probably powder.
Yeah.
On here. So once she saw this one, she said, yeah, Dad's right, it's powder. So I bought these two, and we'll see if I end up breaking them. My daughter says, oh, Mom, you know what those YouTubers do? They cut them open. And I'm like, why would I do that? I paid good money for it. If they get ready to burst, it's fine. I'll cut them open over a bowl on my stream just for you. And then I caught some pretty good deals that were like lightning deals that came up. You know how that happens? So this came in a pretty simple box. I'm hoping when I turn it on, it doesn't actually connect to anything. If it does, we might have a problem because I better make sure my Bluetooth is disconnected before I do that. So that would not be good. Not connected. Let's turn it off. Okay. So let me find the power button because I can't remember where it's at. So you see? Let's see if it'll turn on. See it?
Yeah.
You know what it is? Do you know what it is?
No.
It's a Bluetooth speaker.
Does it pulse to the music?
That I don't know yet because I haven't hooked it up to my phone yet and played music. I'll have to let you know.
Cool.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Now I have a really good one that I use all the time that I also got off of Amazon.
Uh-huh.
It was expensive.
Yeah.
Not terribly expensive, but expensive enough. It's an Anchor. I love it. It's really good. But my daughter always bitches that she doesn't have one.
Oh.
And I thought, well, this was cheap. Maybe it'll work. And if she tears it up, maybe I won't care.
As much.
Well, I just won't buy her another one. So I thought it was pretty neat because it changes colors like that.
Yeah.
Now, whether it pulses with the music, I have no idea. I can look at the book. Maybe the book will tell me.
Because that would be cool.
And I don't know what that symbol means. I'm sure that's the company, but I have no idea what that's supposed to stand for.
Oh. Looks like fun. L fun. It looks like.
It could be. It could be. It says true wireless stereo. Connect two FLS-190 simultaneously up to 10 meters for wireless. Dual speaker. So you can actually get another one of these and do two speakers. Wireless audio with all smartphones and laptops. Music player. Micro TF card. Now I did see that it has a place on it for the micro card. I noticed that when I was turning it off.
Yeah.
See that?
Yeah. Yeah.
And let's see what else it says. LED light, 3 gradient auto cycling. It doesn't say that it moves with the music. It also says hands-free call, built-in mic, portable hands-free speaker. So it's evidently got a built-in mic.
Nice.
You can talk into the speaker.
Can you talk, if you got two of them, can you talk between the two or calm?
I would think that it's going to the one phone, so I'm sure it's
just a speaker.
I always love how they put this not happy thing in the boxes. Like, are they anticipating you're not going to be happy? I don't know. I forgot to put the plug back in.
Do you want to hear my stupid
I do.
story?
I have one more
Okay.
item that I bought that I want to show,
Okay.
and then I'm 100% willing. So I thought this was an interesting concept, and mind you, we just bought a brand new camping tent. When we went to visit my son back in June, that has it's got lights and everything in it, and it's got a hook for a lantern. But I thought this might be an interesting, maybe added thing in a place where there was a lot of bugs, right? So you see
zapper.
that? Yeah, it's a zapper lantern. So it's so I haven't opened this yet, so I have no idea what it has inside here. So it has a hanging hook, which doesn't look like it's attached. Oh, it just snapped into place. See, it's cute, right?
Aww.
Okay, so I will tell you, these are like, I guarantee you they're not glass, but they feel like they are some kind of plasticky glass, right? I guess that's where the LED lights are. I don't know. So it looks like it didn't come with the plug, but it's got like the,
A USB port or?
Nope, it's not the USB plug. It's like the plug that goes into like your little speaker here or your camera
okay.
or you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Or your Kindle. Kindle uses that same.
Yeah.
Now I'm wondering why they gave me a that to shoot the bugs off
Yeah,
of
probably.
Okay.
I had visions of a little
This is
dustpan
why
to
it's
go with
interesting to open things, I guess, on stream. Let's see. Thank you for purchasing the Bug Zapper. Please read carefully before use and keep the instruction manual for future reference. This manual will provide you with directions for safe and efficient operation of your Bug Zapper. Failure to operate in accordance with the instructions in this manual may cause damage to the unit. Does it have to stay plugged in? I thought it was chargeable. It is chargeable.
Cute.
Now, see, isn't that a cute? And then if you have like a little moth or something come or mosquitoes get in your tent, zap, zap.
That'd be nice.
Your splat. Zap, zap, your splat.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what's that? There's your favorite color, purple. It's not coming across that way, though.
No, I see it.
All right. It doesn't exactly say anything about the brush.
That's kind of a no-brainer. When you see all the little zapped
well,
bodies
it does
in
it
there.
does fit in. It does fit in there. So I guess that's what it's for. Oh God, have mercy. Now I can't close the box because the hook's in there. Oh well. I thought that was
That's cute.
Yeah, and you know, it was like, I don't know, it was probably like $6 I paid for it. So I figured it was worth it to try it. Because if it worked, like you could hang it in the, if I had the Jeep all open and everything, like we keep getting horse flies in it when we go to the property.
Uh-huh.
It's ridiculous.
I don't know if a horsefly would fit in there though. I
Right.
think they have to fly between those outside bars to get to the inside to get zapped.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah.
All right. So go ahead and tell your story.
Okay, because I have to warn you, I'm down to 8% now.
Oh shit! Are you plugged in?
I'm plugged in. I don't know what the hell.
Why didn't you charge it? You were off all day. Okay. Okay. COVID brain. We'll just call it COVID brain.
You know, on Facebook when you're scrolling through,
yeah,
and they have all these interesting things for sale, and you know they're going to come from China.
Yeah.
Well, so far I've gotten, well, I got one that was sort of correct and one that is way off. This way off one came yesterday. I got the package in the mail. Now, mind you, it's this big. What I ordered, I can't really tell you in case my children come across this video.
Gotcha. So it's a Christmas present.
Yes. But it was like a really like half price sale on something that would come in a box that was at least, you know, let's say 18 by 15.
Okay.
You know, pretty good size. It would need a bigger box, a pretty big box.
Right.
So I get this box.
And you think it went through the shrink wrapper, right?
It's like 7 inches long.
It's like, honey, I shrunk the Christmas present.
So I'm thinking, wow, I know I read that it had what it was supposed to have in it because it gave descriptions. So I opened it up. It's a pair of Ray-Ban sunglasses.
Well, aren't those kind of expensive?
Yes, they're kind of expensive, and I actually have seen those on
so
Facebook
are you satisfied with how much you spent on those?
No, I am not at all.
Okay.
Because, well, okay, so Ray-Bans probably cost at least this much, but the ones that I saw on Facebook were only like, let's say $35. because
Okay.
they were coming from China. This was more than $35.
Gotcha.
Suffice it to say, unless I get another pair soon.
Did you contact them?
Well, okay, so the plot thickens.
Okay.
So I know that I never use a debit card or anything like that. Usually I go through PayPal. I did not go through PayPal for this one because I remember thinking to myself, this is possibly going to come bite me in the butt. Am I allowed to say that? I hope so.
Yeah.
So I put it on a charge card. So today I went through my statement and
Oh no.
okay, so the charge that is for the right amount was charged in Denver, Colorado. And it was something apparel, whose website has been shut down, mind you, but they specialize in plus size lingerie.
And they sent you Ray-Ban sunglasses?
And they sent me Ray-Ban sunglasses.
Maybe the lingerie was in a container that got stopped at customs because they were slipping in some, nefarious things.
Okay, I want to tell you, I did not order plus size lingerie.
Right.
That was not
I understand.
what I got for my kids for Christmas.
I understand.
So, anyways, I had to sit here and laugh myself silly that what I bought is not what I bought. I got a pair of Ray-Ban sunglasses, and
Right.
I got it charged from Colorado, and it's supposed to be plus size lingerie.
Right.
So, the moral of the story is, make sure if you order something on Facebook.
So, it's interesting that you're talking about this right now because I remember I ordered the mask thing, remember? And it wasn't coming, and I had to contact them, and I threatened them and everything else. Sorry, I'm trying to share out this stream. And they finally, it finally got sent to me, but it didn't come from where I was expecting it to.
Wasn't it supposed to be someplace not too far from here?
Right.
And it came from China?
Mm-hmm. It sure did. And
by the way, the Ray-Ban sunglasses did come from China because there's a return address on this sucker. And it's in China.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I think, but I got that Marine Mom purse that's back there in the background.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that was nice.
And I spent a good deal of money on it, though. And I was concerned that,
Yeah, like I was.
Right. The thing is, I guess you just have to, but there's lots of people on Etsy that have gotten kind of ripped off too. I guess you have to be.
You have to use a credit card so you cancel the damn thing. If you have to.
Well, that's definitely one way of doing that. I'm trying to put this out there on Instagram. I'm having a hard time remembering that I need to do these things. But
you have COVID brain.
I have all kinds of, I don't know what brain. But and I had a really rough day today. It was not the best of days. Oh, and while we're talking about not the best of days, I have a good story for you, my food story. So I have gotten to the point where I have, during COVID, right, because even if we aren't eating out during the week or anything, we eat out one nice meal per weekend usually. So we've been, ordering it via, DoorDash or Grubhub or, like the pizza places.
Mm-hmm.
So today, and I was really bad. Oh my gosh, this one was already opened, and it's light bacon bits. Just saying.
You're multitasking.
I am multitasking, and I decided to be bad. If my husband ends up listening to this, he won't be happy. But we decided to go with McDonald's, and I actually decided to just, for simplicity's sake, I ordered the same thing my daughter did. Now, I know I normally don't eat meat on Fridays, but I already screwed that up and had to eat the other half of my burrito today.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, well, fine. So she was ordering chicken nuggets, and I'm like, okay, I'll order chicken nuggets too. I figured make it simple, less likely to make a mistake. And Grubhub is who I like. I have found that they're typically cheaper on their delivery fees from at least the places that I use.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that I use, and so I tend to use them more. But they don't have McDonald's on there, so and I don't like to go to the McDonald's around us. What I didn't realize was that Grubhub had McDonald's, but they weren't going to let me pick which McDonald's. Where on Grubhub you can pick which location you want.
Ah.
Now they picked one that has been redone that my daughter says is fairly decent compared to the trashy one now that is closer to our house. So, no problem. I get it ordered, and it shows up. And my daughter comes in. She's got this huge bag with the handles, and it's all taped shut. I hadn't ordered from McDonald's before. And she opens it up and she's like, Mom, I think we have a problem. And I said, what's the problem? And she said, we only have our drinks. Now, we both ordered chicken nugget meals, so they came with drinks.
Yeah.
So I got a Coke Zero and she got a sweet tea, and then she wanted an iced coffee. So I ordered iced coffee. So we got the iced coffee and the 2 drinks for the meals, but no food. No nuggets, no fries, no nothing. So now I have had issues on DoorDash, and they refund your money, and then you can turn around and order, someplace else or whatever you want to do. That's just their solution. That's the way it is.
Right.
So I hadn't really had to do this, or if I have, it's been a while since I had to do it with DoorDash. I really don't care for them, so I'm going to try to avoid using them. But so I can't just click there's a problem with my order, tell them what's going on. They come back and say, so what I have to do is I have to find my way through to contact them. And you either have to call a number or you can wait for an online chat. So the online chat said 4 minutes. The phone said 2 minutes. I figured 4 minutes for an online chat wasn't going to be a big deal. So I do the online chat thing, pops right up, and he says, just, give me a minute to get your account pulled up and everything. And he said, so can you give me details on what the problem with your order was? And I said, yes. I received all the drinks, but none of the food. And he said, oh. So he says, let me see what options we have available. And I'm thinking to myself, what the hell?
Options?
Right, options. So he says, we can refund your money minus your tip and your delivery fee. And in my head, I'm thinking, why would I pay anything for something that was completely wrong? Why would I pay $10?
Right.
You know what I mean? To tip a driver that didn't bring me everything, and to pay your delivery fee for delivering something that wasn't correct, right? So I told him, I said, he said that was an option. And of course, that takes 5 to 7 business days.
Of course.
And and for those of you who don't know, people holding your money like that, they do that because a whole bunch of people do that, and they get to earn their interest for 5 to 7 days on that money. And so, they're still making money off of your money. Those of you who aren't in accounting, this is what all businesses do. They funnel their funds back and forth. So then he says, I can give you a voucher on DoorDash for the $20 and something, which, I paid $29 and something, but they want to give me $20, right? So it cost me $9 for their screw up.
Mm-hmm.
Or we can do a redelivery. And I said, well, I want a redelivery. Why would I pay anything for a service that was not right?
Mm-hmm.
So he doesn't even come back and say, okay, I done it. All of a sudden I get a text on my phone saying that my order is being processed. And did I escape the kitchen? What the hell does that mean? I don't cook.
I think they're talking about your DoorDash because you didn't have to cook. You ordered food.
Yeah. It's a Friday, so yeah.
Her brain is mush. We have COVID brain for sure today.
so I was praying that they could at least deliver the food this time, because what are they going to do? Deliver nothing this time?
Mm-hmm.
So it gets here, and luckily it was a female driver this time. So I had confidence that a female would look at the ticket and know what they were bringing, right? And so they did bring it, but it took an extra half hour. And of course, my daughter was like wanting to leave at 5 o'clock, and I said, ain't no way that's happening. So yeah. So on top of everything else that happened today,
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't even get stupid cheap ass McDonald's dinner. Of course, paying $30 for it wasn't cheap.
No, did you get the spicy ones, the new ones?
No, are they any good?
I don't know.
Well, why'd you ask me?
Because they
Wait a
just
minute.
came out.
Wait a minute. Let me tell you though, I've never ordered McDonald's on any of these things, right?
Uh-huh.
And so they have these. I guess everybody's doing this. They have these family pack of food that you can order.
Oh, I didn't know
so
that.
they have like 40 nuggets, and you get two fries and 2 drinks. And I don't know. All I saw was this big symbol that said salt warning. Now this was on the meal that had the 40 chicken nuggets, and I don't remember how many French fries or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, oh my Lord. But I finally did get to eat, so it was fine. Hi, the Bryan clan. Are you want to jump up here with us? I got a blue Mentos.
Ooh, don't you have a blue one? Oh, I know you have a green one.
I do have a blue one. I think it's the white one I need. And you know what? Evidently, I heard that because this is the first round, they're going to be at the discount stores now because the new ones are out. I haven't gotten out to a store yet to see.
Discount stores like?
I guess like Five and Below and stuff, but they're saying $4.
Oh, they're going to be cheaper.
I got a swap. Yeah. Probably, I'm guessing Dollar General and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
didn't Dollar General have it before?
Yes, but they were selling them for more than that. Oh, I got another. You should see the new carts. The new carts are so much better than these that I can't put together very well.
Oh.
I'll save it for my daughter. But I have all these balls that I never opened. That you know what? And I got a Chupa Chupa.
Oh, did you have that?
I don't know. I think I have the can. This ball is a 2021-7. Oh, this is from January. This is an old ball. You should ask your husband to give you permission to leave. My husband doesn't have to give me permission for nothing.
She makes her own money and can do what she wants. I am woman, hear me roar.
Yeah, and actually tonight was the first time in a while I had eaten something pretty shitty.
Sometimes you have to be bad.
Yeah, I think my daughter enticed me with the French fries. I don't care for French fries too much, but
You know what I have found?
and I think she got stuck with getting hers without salt because I don't care for salt, and so I ordered it. I didn't know they were going to have that option, but they did.
I have found that they don't taste as good as they used to because I haven't been eating it. I've had McDonald's maybe
I can't even get this to close back up.
twice since.
Are you kidding me? Because you're the one that I have to go get my McDonald's fix.
Yeah, I know.
Did you know today they were supposed to have their double cheeseburgers on sale
For
because
50
of
cents.
hamburger? Did
Yeah.
you go?
No. I told you I haven't. The link's on just
You don't have to worry about being late.
no.
The link is in Discord. If you need it somewhere else, let me know. It's in the moderator chat right above where you commented in the moderator chat. If you just click that, it'll pop you in. I'm debating on whether or not I should show the diamond painting I'm working on though tonight because it is a Christmas present. Not that I think my mom will come across here, but my sister could. Although it's not for my sister, so she probably wouldn't show her. Oh, 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 boop, 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 boop.
Hi there.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing? You couldn't even put a picture up?
Not even a WhiteTiger?
Goodness gracious. I got something for men here. Bar soap.
Oh,
Dove
geez.
Men Care.
I don't think you have that.
You know, I don't have a one metallic or gold or any of those things.
I put him in timeout.
That's okay. If he's a male chauvinist pig, let him. That's fine.
He's just in timeout. I didn't get rid of him. Where'd you go? Maybe she did what I did.
Oh no, she popped out. Are you okay?
Yeah, I had to get my stuff ready.
Oh, that's fine. I'm sorry. Pop yourself back out. That's fine.
No, okay. My phone was dead. Was dying. So I had to get my
see,
battery.
Lori's stuff is dying too.
Yeah.
Now I got purple shaving cream. Why don't you grow long hair like a woman? Huh.
Yeah.
Well, I had really long hair for a really long time, and I got sick and tired of it, and I said, I want something that's easy to take care of. I mean, if you don't like it, you don't have to look at it. You can go somewhere else.
How come you can see chat in this StreamYard? Oh, you have StreamYard.
Yeah, I'm using StreamYard, and I actually did go ahead and start paying for it again, because here's what I decided. Since I'm not really playing WoW as much anymore, and I will be playing it, because the expansion will be out in October.
Bosco?
I got chocolate. I don't think I have the chocolate.
No,
I think
you have
everything
caramel.
else is strawberry and
Yeah.
caramel.
Yep.
Actually, I have to get my iPad out, I think, so I can see what you're doing.
That's fine.
So can you give me a recap of what your channel's doing since I missed it?
Actually, at the beginning, we weren't really talking about what the channel's doing
okay.
exactly yet.
Okay,
I'm
that
going to
sounds
open
good.
the balls, and then we'll get more into it. So you didn't miss a whole lot at the beginning. We were just kind of
Okay.
Chatting.
She was telling me Lori told me a story about something she ordered from China on Facebook. You know those ads, how they
Oh
sometimes
yeah, I've done
sucker us
that.
in.
I've done a lot of that. I've actually never been burned except about once.
Well, I got Ray-Ban sunglasses.
Did they come?
Instead of sexy lingerie.
I did not. I did not order that. That's where the charge went through. It was just a mountain of a mess.
Sometimes those are the experiences though that make it good. And then of course, what was I was talking about? But one other thing is, I decided StreamYard. I'm going to use StreamYard. Probably even when I'm gaming, I'm going to use StreamYard. And the reason is I've decided that I want to allow people to come up and talk. And, I actually am to the point where I am so tired of, I know Lori doesn't like to have these conversations,
Go
but
ahead.
I like to talk about things like, religion and politics. And so if I find people who are interested in having the discussion,
You mean like Ruth Gator Ginsburg dying?
Did she?
Yes,
Yeah,
she
she
did.
died. Yeah, they're posting it all over. So my husband and I, well, we really haven't had a debate, but I'm the side of the president's going to put in his pick before the end of the year, and he's like, nah, they're going to wait till next year. And I'm like, yeah, but you don't know how they're going to flip in the election. If the Republicans win the House or the Democrats win the House, and the same thing for the Senate.
Well, we all knew she was on, her way out.
Yeah, but she hung, man, I think her hate for the
Yeah,
president,
oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
she stayed longer than she.
Yeah. She got every bit of that out of her life that she could.
She did.
Probably like the whole time. How long has he been in? 4 years?
Yeah.
I think it added 4 years to her life.
Probably.
But she was an amazing woman. She did a lot. I can give her that.
Soy sauce?
Yeah, it's soy sauce with the green top. I don't know what that means.
That's low sodium.
Low sodium. Are you having sushi?
She's opening balls, those little.
I have a ton of these balls. Oh my gosh. I don't think I've ever gotten this bacon.
No, you haven't. I haven't seen bacon.
So I'm a little embarrassed to say this, and I know I said this before, but like I went in and bought when people were having a hard time finding balls and we couldn't order them anymore. Like the deal we were ordering from
Five and Below
and Walmart, that wasn't ripping us off. I ended up finding that a Party City by us had them and had a lot. Now they were not cheap. Another dum-dums. They were not cheap, but I decided to go for it. And I haven't opened one of them yet because I haven't been around. I really haven't. Well, COVID cookies and cream. Because of all of this, I first staying home all the time and not going anywhere is driving me crazy. And then we did, like every weekend, we've been going to the property. My husband's feeding the deer and stuff. And Celine. And so I've my focus has been changing. And because my focus is changing, I'm gonna, since the channel really is about me and my interests and stuff, and I decided that I would start incorporating more things like, I went four-wheeling in my Jeep and I got a dash cam. I've been taking some videos on my phone. I have some examples of stuff that I've got that I haven't turned into videos yet because I got addicted thanks to Nana Patty to these stupid diamond paintings.
Yeah, you're good at it. I'm not going to get involved because, nah.
Well, you have to understand. So the one I'm going to show the one I'm working on a little bit later. The one I'm working on now is got a god awful amount of black. Okay, and like it had 3 extra large bags of black drills. So part of this, I think, is my accounting brain, where like, so I make geometric shapes so that I can line up my rows. But see, my daughter's right. I'm finding that the reason why I'm finding it so soothing is, I guess I never realized. I'm not OCD about everything, but there are things that I am OCD about, and she told me that it is soothing that side of me, and I think she's right.
Please.
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 Thank you.
You're welcome. We're just having a conversation here.
I got some Lipton green tea.
I don't think you have that either.
I'm not so sure that I have that one either. I have lots of lists, though. I can throw a list in your bag here.
Good.
I got money and your diamond painting, and I can show you your light pen. I'm not giving you batteries though. You're gonna have to get your own batteries.
I can get batteries.
Sorry about that. We made an office in our extra room because since I have to work from home.
Right.
And I think I told you about it. I got a desk that goes up and down, and it's so hot in here. It's the sun.
You have an up and down desk like me, huh?
Yeah, and so he brought a fan for me.
That was nice.
Yeah, it was. I should have done it.
So how come you're not getting addicted like everybody else to diamond painting, Skintastic or Skintimate?
Because
yeah.
I did not. I don't know. I'm not creative. I mean, no, that's not true. I'm not crafty, and so
I'm not either.
And so I bought the stuff for the
basket.
Mod Podge, and I did one little jar, and I stopped. And I bought all this stuff, and I'm like, it's in the corner in a bag, and I want to buy a craft cart to put the stuff in there. And now that I have a table, maybe I'll get back into it. But because that's kind of fun, that painting, or that. Well, it feels like painting.
Are you kidding me? I got another chocolate.
Seriously?
No chocolate to 2 chocolates.
So I decided, nah, I'm not going to do it because I like. So I've got a few of them. The Disney, because I'm a Disney fan. I got the Disney animator littles. And they're like little houses with they redid the dolls. It's how the artist rendition, certain artists of the dolls, and it's been around for 2-3 years, maybe longer. And now they're making the little ones, and so I bought like 5, and I just saw they had doodles or workables, or I forgot what it's called, and there's the little cute little Disney characters. So I got 1 or 2 of those because I'm just not. I've got tired of the balls. I told you. So anyway, I'm more of a Disney fan.
Well, I actually I've ordered diamond paintings that I have no intention of keeping. So I'm actually kind of thought it might not be a bad thing to like make and then like offer them to,
your viewers.
Yeah, people that want them. But
I was going to buy one and say, can you do this for me?
She probably would.
It's a Jack Skellington and.
Oh my God! I've already done one. I've got another one in the works. Because my husband, oh my God! I think I did not put this back together right. My daughter does a better job of that. Boy, hybrid pine. He's given me all kinds of
Yeah,
chatting in the chat, but he has some issues, I think.
I think so too.
That's
Yeah, he
okay.
does. He has issues.
That's all right. He can think what he wants. It's funny though, because I haven't been on in so long, and look how quick I got some, you know, kind of minor troll.
I know.
I must be I don't know, worth it, I suppose.
Okay, so my husband just walked in.
This is a 217 ball. Do you know that's my birthday?
How funny.
So
Cute.
this should be good. Maybe there's a gold in here.
Ooh, give yet to get one of those.
Now, mind you, all these balls came from the same place at the same time. So nobody must have been buying their balls.
Yeah, well, they're expensive. Remember, weren't they a lot
Oh,
more
yeah.
than normal?
I wonder if hybrid pine is from another country. I wonder if this is a glow in the dark.
Where is it going?
Kim.
I have soy sauce. Is that your husband's home already?
Yes.
Tell him he's home early. He needs to go out and come back in 15 minutes. You know, and I got to thinking when you typed his name in the text earlier,
Yeah. Did it
you
come up
do the
weird?
same thing. No, you do the same thing that I do with my husband. You call him by his whole name, like not like an abbreviated form of his name.
No, that's because I've never
I haven't either.
ever.
My husband either. And mine would go from, his longer name to 3 letters. And
Yeah.
I never call him that. I've always called him his,
Yeah.
longer version. Here's another wet ones. I would want a wife who thinks she is a house cat. I don't like cats. The husband is home. Is dinner ready? No, my husband's at work, and he's been at work since 11 this morning. Okay, so does anybody watch anything on the Travel Channel?
Yes.
I'm gonna thank Hybrid Pain for this because I got bacon. I got bacon again. I got 2 bacons.
Yay.
That means Lori can have a bacon. Or I can make a pair of earrings. So, does anybody watch anything on the Travel Channel?
Every once in a while.
Okay, so you know the Osbournes, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Jeez.
So they have a show. Actually, their son has the show, but the Osbournes Want to Believe or something like that.
I saw that today.
Okay, it's awesome. It's really awesome if you're at all like into seeing like videos of people thinking they caught UFOs and that kind of stuff or paranormal stuff. It's really, really, really funny. Anyway, but what it is it's basically Jack and Ozzy and Sharon, and they're sitting there and they look at this video. Jack gives them a bit of a background on the video, right? And then they watch the video and he wants them to rate it because he's trying to get them to believe, in the supernatural and stuff. So it's really good. I really highly recommend it. But Ozzy is so flippin' funny because Jack said something about his mom.
I got to mute you a minute.
Okay. No, anyway, Jack says something about his mom, and then Ozzy comes back and he says, my queen can have whatever she wants or something like that. And it was kind of funny. It struck me as funny because I feel like that's kind of how my husband is.
Mine is too. You know what he bought? Well, our anniversary was Monday, and it's 24 years.
Oh, wow.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
Yeah. So we just kind of stayed home. Not, because we had gone the weekend before to LA. So,
right.
So this weekend, yesterday, he came home and he goes, I have something for you. And he bought everything pumpkin spice.
Oh, wow.
Cookies, Pop-Tarts, tea, like 15 things. I was so excited. I go, that is the best gift ever. I love pumpkin spice. I'm pumpkin. So I was very happy.
That's good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm actually having utter fun with this guy. This is one of the things that we've talked about before, like the Bryan clan. We've talked about listening to opposing sides just because it's
Another Nor.
Another Nor. It's for cheese though. Who doesn't like for cheese?
I know. Yeah.
Oh my gosh! I think I finally got a shelf. I finally got a shelf. All this freaking time, and I finally get a shelf, and I'm trying to lose a piece of it or two.
Don't lose it.
No, I got to pile this all. How is Samantha going to know which? I don't know how she's going to know what goes to what.
She'll figure it out.
Okay. Now my husband is pretty laid back, and which is good because I'm not that way. I'm pretty loud and boisterous, and I tell you what I think. And don't laugh. You know it's true. And so as long as he's happy and I'm happy, everything. Suave for men's sport. I don't think I have that one.
No.
And
Oh, cool.
He's pretty content. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, don't stick to the uh-oh.
I thought for sure you were going to say you got a gold thing instead
White.
of shelf.
I wish. Oh my God.
Whose husband is a chef?
Lori's.
Oh.
I decided to give it back to him. What's his face there? I'm assuming it's a guy.
I'm guessing he might not be from the United States.
They just click on whatever's live. There's drama all over YouTube tonight, and I said, I'm not listening to that. Right when you think it's gotten so low and it keeps going lower, I said, no thanks. I like forget it.
I don't understand. Here's what I don't understand. Okay. Especially for females, right? We all went through puberty in high school, and wasn't that enough drama? Did we not get that all out of our system?
I don't think so.
You know what else you missed? The Bryan clan. You missed me. That's all the balls. You missed me opening my stuff I got on Amazon. My little I got a Bluetooth speaker that changes colors, and I got a little bug zapper, and I got 2 stress balls that my daughter told me after I paid all this money to buy the stress balls, that because all these other young YouTubers that she watches, they cut them open. She thinks that that's what I should do with my well-spent money on them. And I said, no, I'm going to use them because you stress me out.
Yeah.
And if they happen to break, from using them, I got 3 of these. I just want to tell you in those balls.
Cool.
I hope one day I can buy a good wife from an auction that was bred for.
This guy.
That was bred
out.
for.
Wait.
Wait. That was bred for cooking. Bread. Bread is what you eat. I think you mean it, the other bread. It would be, breeding, right? You mean that kind of bread? Because bread, which you spelled there, is the bread you eat that you buy at the store from a bakery. Cooking and cleaning is very feminine. That quality is very delicately built like a flower. Actually, no. If you're delicate like a flower, you don't clean, because cleaning is very difficult, actually.
It takes a lot of work.
It does. A lot of muscle.
So maybe you should look for a bodybuilder female. And if you're looking to buy one, I think you can buy Russian wives somewhere. Maybe you should go look YouTube for that. Oh, that was another thing. Sharon kept saying, "Well, this video is from Russia. You can only half believe it." I thought it was so funny. They're just so funny to watch. If you're not too spooked out from the videos
Well,
that you might see.
I like the Osbournes. So
I love them. I think it's so funny. I mean, I
they're
think.
hilarious. So we started watching Tom Bradshaw and his wife and his 3 girls.
Oh, I was wondering about that show.
He's hilarious.
Really?
Okay,
And the
wait.
girls
His
are
name,
like that.
it's not Tom, is it? What's his
It's
name?
Bradshaw something.
Yeah. I know who
I-
you're talking about, but
I'm making up his name. Somebody Bradshaw.
yeah, I know the Pittsburgh Steeler quarterback.
Yeah.
Uh,
Tim, no. John.
No.
Well, we're not watching any football. We're
Oh my gosh, you guys are driving me insane.
We're protesting. So
Hang on. Terry Bradshaw.
Terry, there you go, Terry Bradshaw. But I like the
God,
Osbournes. They're
Lori.
hilarious.
I wondered because he looked like. I mean, if all he has is girls in his house, I know what it did to my dad, so I can only imagine.
Oh my God, he's hilarious. I was just cracking up. He's got a beautiful wife, and the girls are beautiful. They're blonde. Well, it's 2 girls. It's 3 girls, but 2 are his and the wife, and then the one is her daughter. So she was 11 when they got married. I think that's how it works. I have to read up. I was going to read up on it.
I've been waiting to watch that show too because I thought that looked pretty good.
Yeah,
because he's such a hoot on the he used to be on the football show that.
Yeah. But the Osbournes are cool too because
Did you watch when they had the reality series?
I did.
Oh my God!
It was
Here's
funny.
the thing. The thing that kills me about Ozzy is he's actually a pretty smart guy. It's a shame he got so bad into drugs.
He's a douche, though. He stupid affairs, and I'm glad she gave him the boot for a little bit, and then came back. They came back together.
Here's the thing: he worships the ground she walks on.
I
He
know,
really does.
I know.
And honestly, he wouldn't be where he's at without her.
Exactly.
What?
They want to know if we know what a dress is. That's his most recent hybrid pine.
I don't see it.
It's on my phone. Do you know what a dress is?
A dress? No, I lost the ability to wear a dress when I exited Catholic schools.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Let me tell you, having to wear leg warmers in the cold.
Yeah.
Oh, here, it just popped up. It comes on Facebook before it comes on Facebook.
Oh.
YouTube before it pops up into my StreamYard.
I'm now down to 4%. I may have to...
Are you kidding me? You're going to have to bail on me? Where did Brian Clan go?
I don't know. She disappeared. I may have to bail and go... There she is.
Were you bailing on purpose, the Brian Clan?
No, it was an accident.
Oh, okay. That's all right.
I
didn't want to bring you back, though, if you didn't want to be back.
No, I keep pressing the done button. And it's...
Okay, so I opened all the balls. I have some... Oh, she just typed in... let me back up. I see it now. Okay, so I have some previews of some of the things that you'll be seeing videos like.
Okay, can you show her everything so I can go switch to my iPhone because I gotta let this charge.
Yeah, I'm gonna add in.
I'll be back in a minute.
That's fine.
All right, don't go away.
We're not going anywhere. Okay, can you see what I have on the screen now?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is I'm gonna so this is like from my dash cam. I'm pretty happy with it.
You should get a GoPro too.
Money eventually.
I know.
Because I want to go in the lake with it, but I won't be able to do that now until next year. So, I will. Don't worry. But anyway, this is a video that will take us up by the lake. You can see the lake at the we won't be at my parents' property, but you'll be able to see the lake. and the lake's pretty awesome. I love it. And there's every time we've ever gone out on it, there's never been anybody else out there on it. So it's really nice. So I'll end up stopping it so you can see as I come around the corner.
Have you heard from Lisa? I was gonna
No.
call her, but I
You see the
didn't.
lake?
Yeah, I see that. It's pretty.
Yeah,
There
I love it.
So my iPad is slower than the phone, than the StreamYards by a few
Really?
seconds. Yeah.
I can't say that surprises me. This is browser based.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, right? It's so much easier on my computer, and I can do everything from here instead of like having to think out exactly what I'm doing and then going, okay, am I going to go through the other program because I'm going to game and the quality is better? I want to do it all through here, and the reason is, one, I'm paying for it, right? And two, I can do all this stuff, and they keep adding new stuff. So the more they keep adding these abilities, are you wanting the other one added in? What the heck? Are you changing?
I think it's my internet.
Are you changing?
No.
Are you? I have two of you now.
Okay.
Is the other one not good?
I'm not sure which one.
I can see which one it is. I'll remove it.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Say what you were gonna say.
My internet keeps doing it, threw me out, and so I came back in, and that's why I had two, I think.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, so I guess I'll let this play out. It only plays 3 minutes at a time. I did that so I'd have small blips to add
There
together.
you are. Is that Eminem?
That's Lori.
Yeah, it's me. I was there before.
Because I got video of like going down the rough hill and everything, and like we're way up on top. Oh yeah, that's my Jeep. It's a 2012 Jeep Wrangler 4-door.
Definitely
I love it.
In the Discord, right?
Yeah, actually, I have some pictures of addition. That's another thing. I am modding it, so there will be stuff, the things I do to it. As a matter of fact, I have a decal sitting over I've had for over a week now that I want to get put on the hood.
Okay, you're going to have to take all those things off, aren't you, to put that on the hood? Or take them off,
I don't know. Well, I can't take the one thing off. This thing right here is my fluid squirter for my windshield. So from what I understand, the black part pops out and pops back, but I don't. He'll probably just cut around it, I'm guessing.
Okay.
But yeah, it's like we're pretty much up the hill. It's a pretty good piece, and we have a pretty good. So my mom and dad were pretty smart. There's a road that goes down the property, and what they were selling the properties in was 10-acre lots, and so they decided, well, we'll just buy both sides of this road, and they bought 2 10-acre lots, so they have 20 acres. So.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so we and they don't really use it. My dad will go down there and fish and stuff and use the lake, but he oh, that's not what I want. So the other thing we've been doing is we put trail cams where my husband's been feeding. So I have a bunch, thousands and thousands of pictures that I need to go through and make some video.
Yeah.
With the trail cam pictures, because we've caught a lot of deer on it. It's pretty interesting. Another thing I didn't realize is, see, there's some raccoons. Deer look like zombies at night through a. Yeah.
They do.
Right, and sometimes they look right at the thing and get their picture taken.
Was that because of light flashes?
Yeah, it's pretty funny. It makes you understand why when they see your headlights, like they stop and they don't
move.
Right. And we catch lots of squirrels. But so this will be some stuff that you'll see in videos when I get to the point where I can have time to do this. I don't know, it's pretty nifty. Anyway, so pictures of the Jeep. So one of the first things we did here, actually most of it was my husband. I just stood there and held stuff and handed him stuff. But see, we did the flag on both sides.
Oh yeah.
So that's like the first big thing we did. And the other side, see, I was out four-wheeling. I think all of that video, though, is gone, Lori. I think it got overwritten, so I have to go back out there again and refilm that.
Oh man, I went to see that.
I know, and it's learning about the dash cam.
I know. Look at me, Miss, IT
and what's
person.
funny is, at first I was upset because I'm like, well, the flag's not supposed to be facing that way. But from what I understand is the way that the flag on this side is facing that way is because it's supposed to, as you're traveling down, it's supposed to look like the flag is waving on both sides as you're going down. So if you were traveling down the road, like that's the way the flag would be waving if you had a flag, which it would be, right, on the back of your vehicle. So, but I'm really happy with it. My husband did an awesome job. The next thing I have is my hood decal that we're going to put on, and I'm going to test this now. They said you can rearrange the order of people now.
Yeah, look at you.
Look at that. See, they're adding a bunch of new stuff all the time. So I'm hoping that everybody will enjoy the new stuff I'm going to do, because my it's like a ever-changing world. And I'll be going to visit my son soon. He wants us to bring him his car, so we'll be hauling his car on my Jeep, if everything goes as planned, to take his little Ford Escort to him. So there will be lots of video of that trip. But here is the diamond painting that I'm currently working on. So it's going to be hard to try to place this in the
It kind of
camera.
glares with the.
Well, you have to have the plastic there, but if you can
Yeah,
see the
I know.
people,
Yeah,
those are
I
the
see them.
Beatles.
Is
Those are
that
the
Johnny
Beatles.
Depp?
Nope, it's
Yeah.
the Beatles. It's the
Oh,
Beatles.
look at that. Oh.
So look at all that black, though. Do you see all that black?
Yeah.
Like, and here's, oh shit. Here's the rest of it. See, it's a guitar. They're in the guitar.
Oh, cool.
Mr. Hybrid, whatever, Peanut, the flag has not lost its meaning. It has not.
What did he say?
I
The
plan to
flag
go to
is-
a library one day and put women's rights books in the science fiction section. I'm sure they'll put them right back. It's probably not a big
It's
deal.
just that flag
Lost its meaning a long time ago.
and
No,
it
it didn't.
hasn't. Nope.
No.
We still honor it. My family honors it.
Yep, so do we. My son is a Marine, and so yeah, absolutely.
We have no one in the military, but we still honor it.
Well, that's what
we're
everybody
teaching
should do.
And we're teaching my daughter that. You have to teach your kids the values.
Absolutely.
She's a teenager, and she came home spouting all this junk, and we're like, oh no. We didn't
And you
tell her
see,
that.
look at how quiet the dogs have been. Like, they haven't been like this in a while.
So cute.
And look at my little Lemon back there. And Lemon came back from the vet the other day, $300 later, 3 vaccines later, blood drawn, and stool sample, and they told me he's extremely healthy.
Did you ever find out about the flu vaccine?
I have no idea why they gave him a flu vaccine, but it's 2 different kinds, 2 different strains. I don't know.
Huh.
I don't know. It's the strangest thing.
Anyway, we teach my daughter politics.
Yeah. it's kind of like, a lot of these kids need to learn how to respect people. The way some of these
Respect
kids talk to their
everything and
parents.
everybody. Yeah.
Some of these kids, the way they talk to their parents is just absolutely ridiculous. No way that I would put up with that.
Oh no. I tell her, do you really want to talk to me that way? And I let her, and then when she'll say, well, I want to go here, and I say, nope.
So tell me that it's lost its meaning. I think not.
Yeah, no. Oh, I like that picture.
Yeah, that is nice.
Is that your son's?
No.
You just found it? Okay. Yeah, I like that picture.
It was in one of the moms groups.
Okay.
It was after those guys at Pendleton had that accident.
Yeah.
They were honoring those guys. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it really hasn't lost its meaning.
No. Even though people want to say that, no.
Yeah, I think that people don't really understand some symbolism.
Right.
I think that back in the day, everybody understood it. I think that, for instance, I'm Catholic, and Catholic has a lot of symbolism in it. And so I grew up understanding what that is. Kids nowadays are not growing up understanding that there's a difference between your idea of what something represents and what it really represents. Just because you change something in your head doesn't mean that that's reality of what it is.
Correct.
Hi, baby girl.
Well, they try to apply 20th century or 2020 principles to something that happened centuries ago, and you can't.
Hi,
it's
baby
different
girl.
Morals.
I guess Skylar needs her 15 seconds of fame.
Oh. Hi, baby. Hi, baby.
I know.
You're so cute.
She's so lovey-dovey. Yeah.
Well, that woke Lemon up. He's back there watching.
He's like, what the heck?
That's my mama.
I know, right? He's fixing to yawn, I think. No? He's like, screw this.
I know, look at him back there. It's like, what is he doing? He's like, ha ha.
They were outside a lot today, so they're pretty tired. So, let me see if I covered everything. Oh yeah, so one of the things that I did say was I do want to open things up to. I actually wrote it on here like this, talking about taboo topics, right? So I think that showing people that you can be adults with differing opinions or different religions or different political views and still have a decent conversation, right? You don't have to hate or scream or holler or play a blame game or anything like that. I very much think that we would be in a better place today if more people had conversation. I mean, we experience at work what lack of communication does to a group of people.
Yeah.
And I think that we are also experiencing across society what lack of being able to have a conversation is doing.
Yeah.
And then you have people who are having, I guess, what they think are conversations. So here's an example. I have a cousin who lives out of town. Now, I saw her much more when I was a kid. I don't see her, physically anymore. She lives in another part of the country. And, but, I don't hate her or not like her or anything, so we're friends on Facebook. But I can't imagine she doesn't know that we're Catholic. Because it's been an ostracizing point for some people in that family for us. But she does things like this. She posts a picture that is a statue of Mary, right? And she said, what would Mary say to it says something like, what would Mary say to Catholics? She would say, stop praying to me. Jesus is the only intercessor. I love to have that conversation with people, right? But Facebook isn't really the place to have those conversations because people get very hateful and they can't have a conversation.
Right.
So I couldn't let that not go without a comment because I am who I am. But she's my cousin, and I don't want to stir anything up with her or any of her friends or any of her other family that I don't know. And so I just said in the comments, I would absolutely love to have this conversation with you, but not here.
Right.
Because I actually used to work with I am also friends with her on Facebook, Southern Baptist lady, and I very much like her a lot. She's a wonderful person, very caring, very much into her faith, and she does not believe the same ways that I do, right? And she would ask me questions that I think she thought would stump me because most Catholics, this is a shame, most Catholics don't really understand their faith, right?
Right.
So
It's
she would ask
tradition.
me, right, she would ask me these questions that probably normally if she asked a Catholic would stump them, okay? And I used to love having these conversations with her. So we had a nice debate on like things like grape juice versus alcoholic wine, right? And I actually had that discussion with her totally not even from a religious standpoint. She didn't even think about the fact that there was actually a historical value to it being alcoholic and not being grape juice, right? Then I think one day I think I don't know that she thought I was going to come up with an answer this quickly, but she's like, why are you Catholic, right? Because most people don't know why they're Catholic. They were raised Catholic, their parents, baptized them Catholic. You just go with what you know, right?
Yeah.
And I said, well, I was lucky enough to be born into the Catholic faith, right? And I said, and anytime I've ever questioned anything, if I look at history and all the other faith choices I would have, because believe me, I have plenty of Catholic friends that straight off, and like I have one friend that went to the Anglican church and Southern Baptist and all kinds of things, right? And I said, but here's the thing, right? I never wanted to be a flip-flop person, right? If
Right.
something was proved wrong to me, then I could change my viewpoint based on facts, right?
Yeah.
But so first, somebody would have to convince me that Catholicism is wrong, okay? And two, historically looking at it, if you look up every other Christian faith, they all came from Catholicism, or what we as Catholics consider Catholicism, right? So I said, and honestly, did you know if you look up in Google who started the Catholic Church, right? Jesus comes up as the answer. If you look up who started the Baptist faith, right? A human's name comes up there, right? Like Mormonism, all of those, right? None of them comes back to Jesus Christ other than the Catholic faith. And I said, so if you're lucky enough to have started there, why would you branch off to something else that branched off of there in the first place? And she looked at me and she goes, are you kidding me? You can look that up. I said, yeah, when we get back from lunch, go look that up on Google. And she did. And she came to me and she said, oh my gosh, Kim, I had no idea.
Okay, so here's my opposing thing. So Catholicism means universal. And I think that's what it means, in my opinion. It's that all the church. And I um, for me, the reason and what I've studied that there's different religions is because they've disagreed with what the Catholic Church as we know it that started.
You're right. And you want to hear an interesting thing. I think a lot of the reason why the biggest break-off, which if you look at the biggest break-off, and it's also the church that's the closest to Catholicism, that's the Lutheran Church.
Yes,
right?
that's what I was going to say.
So if you but think about this. If you really studied the Lutheran Church and what Martin Luther really what he was after, he was mad because of indulgences, right? He believed he believed and his initial concern about indulgences was actually spot on. What the people that started following him turned it into was wrong, and here's why. Okay, he did not ever perceive that, because he knew what indulgences were, and most people don't understand what indulgences are. People to this day still think indulgences is buying your way out of hell. Indulgences have nothing to do with hell. Okay, first of all, in order to get an indulgence, you have to believe that there's purgatory, right? There's a purging to so that you turn perfect, because you can't get into heaven without being perfect. So in order to get to heaven, you have to go through a purifying process if you're not pure when you die, right? So first you have to believe that for indulgences to even come into play. Second of all an indulgence does, okay, is take time off of your purgatory. Now, if you look at how indulgences started, okay, how they started from a vision that a priest had, okay? So if you go back to the very basics of what an indulgence is, it makes complete sense. What Martin Luther's problem with it was that they were using indulgences. You could gain indulgences by donating money because they were trying to get money to build a church, right? They didn't have enough money to build this church. And so Martin Luther was very mad that they were allowing people to buy these indulgences, which he was right about that. But where people twisted it in the Lutheran Church was they said that they were buying time out of hell. That's not what was happening. But see, that's what happens, right? You take something where the person, but you know, some of Martin Luther King Jr.'s stuff has been twisted in the same way, right? So you take an idea and that person started out right. Martin Luther was completely right. He should have been calling out the church for that, right? And the church should have stopped doing that. But what it turned into was now everybody hates Catholics because they believe that they can buy time out of hell, which is absolutely nothing about what indulgences have to do with, right?
Right.
So we take everything ends up being like that. So had that not gotten twisted, right, the way it did, and then more branches of Christianity breaking off of that, right? We don't know where we would have ended up with the rest of Christianity, right?
Well, and that's why for me, you know, being in a non-denominational or I forgot what we call ourselves, I left because I got tired of the legacy kids and the leadership having a face and not really living their faith out. And I said, I'm done. It was like 45 years I went there, or 50 years. And I said, I believe in God. I believe in the Bible. I believe it's all real. But this stuff that this American church that we've created, I don't agree with. And I don't know.
One of the best things about being Catholic, honest to goodness, if you want to get down, you strip everything down, all the rules and regulations and everything, the best thing about being Catholic, no matter what church you go to, everybody's getting read the same reading that day. Doesn't matter what language it's in. You're basically...
See, I don't need someone to read to me. I will read it.
No,
you know.
I understand that, but I think at the end of time, it's going to be very interesting to see all these people, because, you know, I have a friend who's been on here that
True.
completely believes that she can interpret the Bible, and, you know, that she's right, and maybe everybody else is wrong. And I don't believe that. I think that
No.
I think that there's a lot of things that go into interpreting the Bible. Okay, I do think the Bible would be written completely differently if it was written in our time period. You know, if Jesus was living now, right, and the Bible was
Well,
coming
yeah.
about now, it would be
But it was
completely different.
and it's
Right.
hard. It was hard to find words.
And
that
then you
matched-
look at and then you look at how many years
I'm
was
not on
it
camera.
was it brought down by verbal communication? And, you know, like, my daughter can't play telephone worth hell, so, you know, like, how much did it get messed up in that before it ever got written down, right? And then it got written down, and quite honestly, the best translations of the Bible that we get in English, you know what language they come from? Is Greek. So
Yeah.
so you're taking it from a Greek translation, and then you're translating it into English, which is, but it's coming from Hebrew in the first place. So
I forgot the word for it, but I was listening to someone that were talking about the translations, and the NIV is the worst of all of them. I couldn't believe that.
the New American Bible, which is actually what they read in the churches and do their homilies by, is actually one of the worst translations. Here's the
Yeah.
thing. One of the best things, of course, in all my research, right? And I always tell people to go to this website, whether you agree with Catholics or not, because there's a lot of really good information there. Is Catholic.com. Okay. I actually donate to their cause, not only because I agree with most of what they do, but what they do is they have a forum there, and like a message board forum, and you can go in there and ask any question, and they actually like questions better from people that aren't Catholic, right? People who have questions about, like, why do you pray to Mary? You know, why do you pray the rosary? All these kinds of things that people think we're so horrible for doing, right? And they give you these answers, and they don't just give you like a Catholic standard, you know, memorized answer. What they do is they say, okay, well, historically, here in the Bible is where this comes from, and here's where this comes from, and you go look at this historical book, and you can read. And, like, these scholars that they have Bible scholars that work there that are just so knowledgeable. There's a guy I'm actually friends with on Facebook. He's a Catholic apologist. His name is Jimmy Aiken. He's written a ton of books.
Apologists.
He's really smart. He's very scientific smart. He's very Catholic smart, and he didn't start out as a Catholic. Okay, he converted, and and honestly, the apologists that are converts to the Catholic faith are so much better than some of the ones that are, you know, born and raised Catholic, because they've had to do all of this research. They've had to find all their answers because they went looking for them. And so when you read all of those, see, that's why I, instead of going, oh my gosh, that makes no sense, right? I come across this stuff, and it makes complete sense. You know, here they give you a historical book that you can go look at, and they tell you, like, here's the link where you can actually go read this page of this book, you know, or, you know, this guy can actually read the Hebrew from the tablet, you know, kind of thing. It's just it's so much information, and I don't understand why people, not just Catholics, why people do not research these things. And then I'm sorry, your keyboard keeps turning off.
Sorry, it's a random thought.
No, it's okay. That's okay. That's okay. So you know, this is what bothers me about politics too. There are people who go and vote because the person is of a certain color, or of a certain gender, or they wear certain clothes, or their advertisement was on, you know, 10 minutes longer than the other one. I mean, it's just ridiculous. I just want people to make intelligent, competent decisions, and unfortunately, I feel like we have a lot of people not doing that.
They're not. And it's be informed, make the best choice you can. You know, just I don't know. Anyway, I need to jump off.
Yeah,
I had a lot of fun.
Thank you for coming on. I probably need to go too. I want to do my diamond painting.
See, well, you need time because my husband's gonna go. What are you doing in there? They brought me back a milkshake. I
Oh, well,
went
that was
to
nice of
ice
them.
cream place.
Well,
Yeah.
I really appreciate you coming.
It was
Yeah, it
nice
was fun.
talking to you.
Yeah, nice talking to you. We'll see you soon. We'll do it again.
Yeah, we'll definitely do this again.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. You look like you're falling asleep over there.
I'm just very comfy in my chair.
I bet you are. That was quite an interesting discussion.
It was. I was just listening.
Yeah, I know. You don't discuss that stuff. I know. It's
No,
fine.
I discuss it, but I don't. Okay, so I.
Okay, Lemon's gotten really cute. Did you notice how he's laying
Yeah, I
down?
know. Lemon's got really cute. I just have my own thoughts, and no one's gonna change my mind. So, you know.
Yeah, so do the rest of us, but we
I
still
don't
talk
know.
about it.
Yes. Although some people tend to try to make you change your mind, I think sometimes. And I
A
just,
lot of people do, but that's because they were never taught how to debate. When you
I
debate,
just,
okay, perfect example, right? We had to do a debate one time, and it was about being pro-life, right? Now, you know I'm completely on the very pro-life side of that spectrum.
I knew.
And I had to argue for the opposite side.
How'd
It
you
teaches
do?
you a lot. I did really well. I actually won. I convinced all the other side. And it's terrible, right? When you think about it from a moral sense, but it meant that I was able to set aside those feelings, right? And argue a point with facts that I had, right? In a way that can see, but that's just it. If when it comes to things like that, you really shouldn't be able to change people's minds if it is built on a solid foundation, right?
Right.
If their basis for their, view or value to it is based on something that makes sense and isn't just well, I feel this way today, so it can change tomorrow.
Right.
Nobody should be able to talk you out of it.
No, they shouldn't, but they still try. I don't know. I just, there's,
Well, when you think about, okay, so like I when I was in high school, we went on the pro-life march. Here's a perfect example of things that like you learn at young that you wonder what people are thinking, okay?
Right.
So you're going to pro-life march. There's a ton of people in the march for pro-life. A ton. There was back in the day when I went, and there's a lot more people that go now, right? But you have all these people on the side with all these, banners and signs. And are you okay? Did I lose you? I think I lost her. Oh, I think she died. I think her equipment died. I don't really want to finish the conversation with her until she comes back. Maybe I should. Yep, she died. I killed all of her equipment. Let me text her real quick. Did you kill your... Oh, nope, she's back.
My phone like froze.
I caught you. I caught that you were you went black, so I quit talking.
Oh, sorry.
I don't know
But
what the
my
last thing.
phone, just froze. What the?
Yeah, you went black. What
it was-
what was the last thing you heard?
Pro-life march.
Oh, yeah, they have the banners and stuff, right?
Mhm.
So the opposing people, they're standing like on the outer perimeter, on steps of buildings and stuff where
Mhm.
you're walking through, and they're shouting at you. And okay, honestly, at that time, all of the people that we were around, for as far as I could see, were all other high school kids, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so now let's think about this. These crazy people, and
Mhm.
some of them would throw stuff. I mean, they were a little more violent than they tend to get today, because I think there's a little bit more security nowadays than there was back, in the late 80s. And
Right.
but you think to yourself, why are these people doing that? Like, do they honestly think they're going to change your mind? If you have traveled halfway or all the way across the country to go to Washington, D.C. to participate in this pro-life march, right? Are
Mhm.
people sitting there screaming at you, acting all kinds of crazy, waving signs, really gonna go, oh my gosh, let me go run up and be with those people on the steps? Because no, first of all, you're not gonna be able to do that because your chaperone is in the pro-life group, right?
Right.
So it's like you're gonna, bring everybody to your side.
Right.
So I always wondered what they thought they were accomplishing by doing that. I always just thought they were a bunch of crazies. Now, quite honestly, if I was a pro-life person and they were having a pro-abortion march on Washington, right, I would expect that if I was standing up there acting that kind of kooky too, that people would think the same thing of me. Because, there's that's a waste of energy. What good purpose does that serve? It doesn't.
I don't think so either, but
So, but I think that plays into people not debating. They don't know how to have the conversation because this is the way that they process things and act.
true. Very true.
All right, well, I'm sure you're ready for bed, right?
No, but my phone's dying now.
Yeah, I know. I figured. I thought that's why you went black before. I thought I was killing all your devices.
You are killing all my devices. No, I just plugged it in, and that's why I moved, because I could plug it in and sit here. But
That's fine.
no,
That's fine. Go rest and enjoy your evening, and thank you for
you
joining
need
me.
to do this more often.
I do. I really do. And I kind of just need to get back into putting it into my schedule.
Well, winter's coming. That's always plus.
Yeah, but if it snows, I'm going to be out in that Jeep getting some film.
Oh God.
I'm going to come get Lori. I'm going to come get you, and I'm going to take you down to the off-road, and we're going to go off-road, and you're going to bounce all over the damn place. And then
I
you're
gotta
going to
get a helmet first.
and then you're going to, we have helmets. And,
Oh.
and then you're going to go into work all bruised up, and they're going to say, what the hell happened to you? And you're going to say, Kim's Jeep beat me up.
That's not even funny.
Yeah, it is. It's really funny because you know what? As short as I am, I have hit bumps that almost made me hit the top.
Oh my gosh, you're kidding.
No.
Wow.
Nope.
Oh wow. Well,
All right.
supposed to be
Well,
fun.
I'm going to work on my diamond painting and watch some recorded programs and chill out for the rest of the night. But thank you for
Okay.
putting up with Hybrid Pine and handling him.
I think he gave up.
I think he did too, because he didn't get what he wanted out of it. See, that's the
Yeah.
whole thing, right?
I
If a
know,
bully-
but holy cow, you haven't been on forever and you get a weirdo.
Yeah, but he could be a subscriber just to do that, right?
Oh, true, I guess. I'm not
I
all.
think his whole thing is he probably runs around to all the fat kids and yells at them, and it's like we know we're fat. What does it matter?
Yeah, I know. I order right?
What?
I order
And get Ray-Ban sunglasses. Right? That's the best thing I've heard in forever.
I know. And and someday I'm going to tell you offline what it really was that I ordered,
Yeah,
and you're going to go,
yeah.
"Oh my god!"
And I'm gonna go, what the hell were they thinking?
Yes, exactly.
Right.
Oh, so the drama continues.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for coming, and thank you, Lori and the Bryan clan, for coming up on panel. And for anybody who comes across this that has not subscribed, please subscribe and hit the thumbs up, because that helps push us out to other people. And there will be more to come very soon. Have a wonderful evening and weekend, and God bless.
Enjoy.